Hello, my name is Head Choppers, and I'm going to give you a guide today on how to get fast Sporeggar reputation. These are the Zangarmarsh people. You start hostile with them, but I'm going to show you a quick way to get reputation with them. I believe starting from 4.3 you now get reputation in Underbog. I'm not sure if you got that previously, but it's definitely changed because it's not capped anymore. But I'm an enhancement shaman, as you can see, and I put a rock biter on one of my weapons. The reason I did that is because it gives a 5% damage reduction, which will be really helpful because I'm going to pull large groups of monsters. But what we're really looking out for here is this sanguine incubus item, which that quest giver wanted. And that's what I'm looting right here. Both these monsters have a chance to drop them, and you can pick them up from the red herb that you're seeing. And I'm about to try and loot this red herb here for another one. What I'm using to try and loot them is I'm putting down my stone claw totem to try and taunt the monsters so I can loot the herb. I don't know if any other race will have any other way, any other class have any other way of doing this, but as a shaman, it's a lot easier. And then I realised I just got a mail, which I didn't know what it was, so I was a bit excited. But anyway, I'm going to pull these monsters to the second boss and kill them. I missed a herb you just saw there. I missed a red herb. I could have taken it, but I didn't. But you need to make sure that you pull the monsters, because sometimes, in this instance, which is weird, monsters don't pull each other. And what I mean by that is, if you pull a monster and he runs past another monster, that other monster isn't pulled, you've got to pull them yourself. But the ones with a high drop chance of the item we need are the bats, which are flying around. So try and pull them over anything else. So what I'm doing here is I'm changing into Ghost Wolf as much as I can to go faster. And as you can see, I'm going to try and loot this, but I don't think I can. No, too many attack. Oh no, I did get it in the end. But I go into Ghost Wolf to try and get myself ahead of the pack of monsters I'm pulling, so I take less damage. And I'm using things like, what's the totem's name again? The one that's lowers everyone by 50%. I'm using that totem to try and make the distance between us even bigger. This means I can pull more monsters, because while pulling I'll take much less damage. So I'm going to run in here and pull all of these guys. These guys do not have a chance to drop the item we need, but upon killing them, they still do give reputation to Sporeggar. So I'm gonna just pull up all the way over here, and I'm not sure if you can pull the second boss yet, but he doesn't come up until you kill the first boss. So I'm gonna kill this group here, and since there's a lot of monsters, I'm gonna pop all my cooldowns to try and survive. Since the new patch, you can see it doesn't do much damage now, but in a moment it's gonna crit, and I nearly. You can see me lagging a tiny bit, just my screen jarring. Yeah. It's a lot of AoE damage that enhancement shamans have since the new patch. You can do this without. I could have done this before the new patch as enhancement, and then any of, well, enhancement are very good. I'm gonna put it this way at pulling large groups of monsters. I would say against groups like this, it's arguable if an enhancement is better or worse than a paladin, which, nowhere near on the same level as a Death Knight, but I would say they're on a similar level as a paladin. And as you can see here, I'm full health. So I'm just going to loot these guys. These guys do not have a chance to drop the item we need. But these guys do all the vegetables. So you want to loot all of them. And the bosses usually drop one. That boss did. But every 10 of this, I think it's 10? I can't remember. No, it might be 6 or 5, I'm not sure. But every amount you get like 700 reputation. So what I was planning to do was save them up until I hit revered, and then turn them in all at once. As you can see when I record this, I don't know if you can see this at the top, but I'm 73% of the way through Honoured with Sporeggar, and I'm getting about 50% or Honoured rep per pull, and per instance, and about 30% revered reputation per instance. And so this took me about an hour and a half, 2 hours to go from hostile to exalted. So we go down here to the third boss. Yeah. What you want to do is look out for the red herbs. I know I miss a few of them, but you need to. They're the most important thing. Just the red herbs lying on the ground. So I'm going to pull these guys that have the highest drop chance. But actually, no, wait a minute. These guys don't drop it that often. It's the other guys. These guys usually drop these weird fails. But I'm going to try and pick up this herb by placing down a stone claw, and I grab it. And they fear me, and I get all confused. But I'm gonna go into thingy again and try and get them out of the way. What I'm doing is, whenever I pull as a shaman, because I don't have high amounts of armor compared to say paladin, the way I take less damage is by being away from my enemies. As you can see here, I'm taking absolutely no damage, and that's the way I solo old instances as a shaman. So I'm gonna go around here, and this is where the last boss is. Just keeping myself all the way away from the pack, so I take no damage. Here's the thing about this boss: if you don't kill him fast enough, he'll throw you up into the air. And that won't kill you, but it'll reset the monsters. So you want to kill him fast enough. Here I take too long, I believe, to kill him. But yeah, see, I get thrown up into the air here. So what I do, or what the monsters are doing, is they're attacking my totems right now. And after they'd killed my totems, they would have reset. So I call out my wolves to make sure they would attack my wolves instead of resetting. So now I have to go for the boss again because he's resetted. Kill the boss quickly. And once again, you want to just check for the loot. That bear is part of the second boss, so I'm just going to loot these guys up and try and find anything of value. What's that look like? Pretty lame. I haven't got any inventory space. The amount of herbs you get per run is usually about 10 or so, but as you can see here, I mean, I've been going at this for some time. I've been on for quite a long time. As you can see at the top, I've been on for nearly 4 hours. Before this I was, however, doing getting Cenarian Circle reputation to Exalted. So I managed to get Cenarian Circle reputation to Exalted and Sporeggar in 4 hours, which is pretty fast. So now all I'm going to do is go out and reset. One thing, as you can see, I'm just doing it again, it's all sped up. But one thing you will run into a problem when I hit this is you can only do 5 instances per hour, and then you get locked out. So you just got to find something else to do for a while. I just alt-tabbed and watched stuff on YouTube and looked on Reddit, but yeah, you will get locked out of the instance, because since each run only took me about 8 minutes. So yeah, just pull all these guys like I'm doing, kill them. When I did this my first time. I didn't take it seriously. And what I mean is, usually when I do pulls, I try to use as few cooldowns as possible, and but to my surprise, you actually need all your cooldowns for this pull. The second pull you don't need like any cooldowns, but this pull you need to use absolutely everything. And it took me a few wipes to realise that, which was a bit silly of me. But yeah, so just make sure you've got all your defensive cooldowns and you should be okay. I don't know if any class or heals can do it with no heals can do this. Like, you saw my health going low, then instantly going to full health again. You can't see my spec at the moment, but I have a PvP solo spec, which gives me bonus to my healing. It's enhanced resto, and that means I can heal like half my health instantly, which is really good for soloing old instances. I think this time I don't get thrown up into the air again. Oh yeah, I do. There you go. But here we go. Here's the important thing. I hit revered, and what that proves is that you can hit revered from just killing trash in this instance, and this is normal underdog. This isn't heroic. So after hitting revered, I go to this guy, and I got this quite cool add-on here, which allows me to hand in multiple repeat things at a time. I'm offed up by accident talking to that girl. But I'm going to hand in all of... I just hit revered, so I'm going to hand in all of these items. And you're going to see me go to like 60% revered. And then I only needed to do about 1 or 2 more, and then I was exalted. So yeah, it's a pretty quick grind. You will get a lot of items to disenchant. It's just I wasn't looting them because I had full bags. Here's achievement, now go out there and get it.